is that these cases are linked to exposure to BSE before the introduction of the specified bovine offal ban in 1989.
Will the Secretary of State admit that it is his government's reckless disregard for public health and their dogma of deregulation which has swept us into this crisis?
The world just exploded. But for us, the world had exploded in a different way, because we were hearing publicly on TV, in our Houses of Parliament, facts about our own son's death, and we'd never been told. I mean, it was a disgraceful way to learn such personal information.
The victims' parents couldn't help but wonder whether they too were at risk.
And it was very difficult to understand as to why we had not contracted it and Nina had.
And people are often very concerned because they say, well, our whole family ate the same thing. What are the risks to my other children, my husband, that kind of thing?
I'm not going to tweet it until they have done something about it, something that reassures people enough so it's okay to tweet it.
We're all worried people. I don't suppose it'll drive us bankrupt, I don't suppose it'll drive us under, but it will have a tremendous effect on our income.
There is no cure for new variant CJD. Scientists believe that the most infectious part of a cow is the brain and spinal cord tissue, which may have been used in sausage, ground beef, and meat pies. Those parts are no longer used in food products. Cow flesh, blood, and milk have never been found to contain mad cow disease, but critics point out that those tests aren't definitive. Logic suggests that millions of Britons ingested the infected meat, not just those who died. There has been genetic testing which suggests that some individuals are more genetically susceptible to prion diseases than others. When news of the connection between mad cow disease and new variant CJD was announced, most restaurants and fast food chains in England stopped using British meat. Many European countries banned the import of British cattle and meat, as did the United States.
50% of my business up until last week is export, either to Europe or to third countries. That was stopped last Thursday night. The rest of my business is in the UK to people like McDonald's. That has stopped overnight as well.
Besides the prion theory, another is that it depends on the amount of infected meat one ingests. And no one knows why new variant CJD strikes mostly young people.
One of the possible explanations is that younger people, through their eating habits, they eat a lot of junk food, a lot of processed food, a lot of cheaper meat cuts, that they have much greater exposure to the agent. The other possible explanation is that young people, purely because they are young, are more susceptible to these agents.
There have been very few cases of mad cow disease and new variant CJD in other parts of the world. To date, there have been none in the United States. The United States